What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, JReact TV. The story is so messed up. This happened in Cleveland, where they found about these two little girls and two different suitcases. Man, the demons out here roaming the streets for real, guys. Really. Let's get to the news story.
Heartbreak and anger in Cleveland tonight after the bodies of two young girls were found in suitcases. Shock from a neighbor who discovered one of the bodies while walking his dog last night at East 162nd in Midland. Heartbreak from community activists who have been working on safety. And anger from a city councilman who says he feels like he's being left in the dark, kept out of this investigation in his jurisdiction. News 5's Kaylee Olivas is hearing from them all tonight and has the latest on what we know so far.
Two shallow graves, a suitcase holding a young girl's body in each one. This community is understandably shaken up, asking how and why. We're asking the exact same questions, finding out that apparently this site is known for illegal dumping. I mean, take a look at this. Tires, trash, and now a deadly find.
It's something you would see on a movie. You know, it's just weird, it's crazy.
Just another Monday, as Philip Donaldson would say, walking his dog on the same route he always does.
I had been walking past that for at least a week, that pile of dirt for at least a week, before I even just, went across my mind that I would check it.
Partially buried beneath that dirt, a suitcase, and what he saw, a body inside.
After that, I didn't want to see anymore.
Cleveland police investigating, only to find a second suitcase and body. The details of this investigation are minimal, but police believe the two little girls inside the luggage to be anywhere between the ages of 8 and 14, and that some time has passed since their death.
The thought of doing this to the two children and then throwing them out like they were garbage,
that's crazy.
Is so outrageous and disgusting.
Cleveland Ward 10 Councilman Mike Polensik is frustrated as this falls in his neck of the woods.
It's a very low crime area in that area, but it's an area where we've experienced illegal dumping. And maybe that was the attraction, thinking that if I'm going to dump somebody or remains, that with all the other illegal dumping, and it's a constant problem in many of our older industrial areas, that they thought maybe this would never be discovered.
With that area being a site for known illegal dumping, I mean, is that something that you're going to bring up to other council members and take care of that? I constantly have to get illegal debris picked up there because it's isolated area. Mm-hmm. We get this throughout the city on dead-end streets and industrial areas, cul-de-sacs. It's an ongoing problem.
He says moving forward, he wants overgrown industrial areas combed through more often. He worries this finding may not be unique.
Be engaged more than ever before. If you see something, say something.
And that's the message New Era Cleveland is preaching. Community activist Chairman Fahim says while any death is tragic, he wants Clevelanders to use this as empowerment to take control.
It could be your children, it could be your nieces, your nephews, your grandbabies, so we all have to act the role. Nobody has the liberty of being a spectator.
As this story develops, we'll of course continue to follow through. For News 5 here in Cleveland, I'm Kaylee Olivas.
All right, so after this all happened, I think they found somebody that they think is that they're looking for. So the news station did come out and was looking. I mean, they just came out and say they think they found somebody of interest. So let's get to that story.
This morning, we continue to follow new developments in the case of two girls found dead, buried inside of suitcases.
Cleveland police confirm a person of interest is in custody in connection with this case. Mike Holden joins us live this morning from outside the Justice Center downtown with the latest on the investigation. Mike, do we know who this person is?
Mike, Tiffany, we know one thing is for sure. This investigation is rapidly developing. But Tiffany, to answer your question in short, we do not. We are actively asking Cleveland police who this person is, what their potential connection is to this case. At last check, no criminal charges filed against them. But again, if you are just waking up and just joining us, there is a person of interest in this case. Let's take you back, though, to how we got here in the first place. You see it right here in the video. News 5 was there as investigators executed a search warrant and surrounded this home in Cleveland's South Collinwood neighborhood. It is steps away from the field off of East 162nd Street where the two girls were found dead inside suitcases buried in shallow graves. Those girls are half-sisters, according to investigators, believed to be between the ages of 8 and 14 years old. Cleveland Police Homicide Unit and SWAT circled the home searching trash cans. We spotted them going in and out. CPD confirming part of the investigation led them to this home, and the investigation has been nonstop. They could not confirm if the person of interest in this case is actually related to the victims. There's a big question over that, and we want to stress no one has officially been charged or named.
It's no secret that it touches our hearts. Our officers are human just like everyone else, and they're their parents, their grandparents, and it affects them as well, which is, it goes to say that they're committed to resolving this as quickly as possible.
Collinwood residents do remain somewhat hopeful now that there is a person of interest. However, community members, including City Councilman Mike Polensik, stresses that this investigation is far from over.
In this neighborhood, you don't kill kids. We want justice. We want justice for those children.
Now back out here live, I have reached out to Cleveland Police for more information about the status of this case, if criminal charges are pending, the connection to this person of interest. That information is forthcoming, so we're going to stay on top of it, stay in close connection with them. In the meantime, your heart breaks for these children, and we know one thing is for sure, there's a community standing around them. In fact, at that actual site, candles are beginning to be put in place right there to show remembrance and support. I want to send it over to my colleague, Tessa DeTiro, who is covering that side of the story. And Tessa, it is just so challenging, but we know support is everything.
Yes, Mike, good morning. You're right. This is such horrific news this morning to start your day, but folks are already thinking about placing candles out and thinking about a vigil for these two young girls whose bodies were found, as Mike mentioned earlier this week. Neighborhood groups say it is important not only to seek justice in this case, but make sure these girls are never forgotten. And that's what we did. We went and we spoke with several groups working around the clock on violence prevention and neighborhood empowerment near where these girls were discovered. We wanted to know the plans to remember these young girls. Black on Black Crime, Inc. is working with Black Women Army to set up a proper memorial. Mayasha Vales with Black Women Army owns a lot actually right across from where this discovery was made. She had already planned to honor her own daughter there, who passed in 2024 after a health battle. Now she tells us the memorial will also include a tribute to these two unidentified girls who she calls voiceless princesses.
There's no one here to honor them. We don't know who they are. We don't know their background. We just know they're beautiful little girls that deserve to be honored.
The vigil is scheduled for 4 o'clock on Friday near East 102nd Street and Midland Avenue, which is very close to where the girls were found. And you're seeing Art McCoy speaking there from Black on Black Crime. He said that these types of crimes are heinous and unacceptable, and he is issuing a rallying cry to his community to stand up for these two girls, calling to make sure that the girls have a proper memorial. Mike, Tiffany.
All of this is just so sad, but what's great to see is the community coming together to try to remember these girls and also get some answers.
Yeah, all right, we'll be following this every step of the way. We've got a long road in this investigation.
Man, I feel for these kids, man. Especially when you have your own kid. When it's your own child, you know, you do whatever to protect them. Whatever to protect them. Some people just don't care, man. They have these kids and just don't care no more, man. And they just unalive these two kids for no reason. It's no reason on earth for you to just unalive these two kids. I don't know, man. I hate these kind of stories. Whenever it's kids involved, I don't like these type of things, man. These are innocent children. They're just trying to grow and live their life. None of these kids asked to be born. Like, I don't know why people have them to end their life. We're not sure who it is. I don't know if it's a guy or a woman. They said, I'm not sure if I heard they said he or whatever, but I'm not sure if it's a guy or if it's a woman. A man or a woman, not sure if it's the father. That we don't know. We don't know anything yet because it's still an investigation still going on. This is so sad, man. These type of people that do these type of things, you cannot let these people out ever, man. You have to lock them up forever or give them whatever y'all want to do. Whatever y'all want to do. These people should never be out of jail again. Find them, do what y'all want to do, but never be out. Throw away the key. It's just so sad to be here, like you listening to this thing when you know you have kids your own self. Something I know I would not do. That never come to my mind. Say, you know what? I'm tired of these kids in my life. I was a kid too, and I know, man. I know my mom was like, it was a lot of us. You know, it was 5 of us. I know my mom was like, oh my God, these kids drive me crazy. But I know not one time she thought about, hey, I'm gonna do this to these kids, to them, her own kids. This is so sad. Oh my God, just made me want to. Oh my God, just want to rip the person apart. Jeez, man. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good one, man. Y'all be safe out there. Pray for these kids, man. I don't know. You guys have a good one. Peace out.